How's it going, YouTubers? Cornwolf here. Thank you for joining me for another video today. And today we've got a little look at some racing I've been doing with Delta Online Racing. So that's DOR for anybody that wonders what the abbreviation is. A friend of mine that I've raced with on a couple of other forums messaged me to say that these guys were racing on Forza Motorsport 7. Did I fancy it? And I thought, yeah, why not? I didn't do as well as I'd like. It is tricky, basically because on the Saturday is when he messaged me, and they were racing on the Sunday. So I had Saturday afternoon and a little bit of Sunday to pick a car that I wanted, tune it, get it ready, and get racing. So I didn't do great. It's been a while since I've done some online racing to this extent. Obviously the hoppers are what they are, they're a bit smashy. But yeah, so I came last in both races, spoiler alert, and whatnot, but it was still good fun. The guys were really welcoming and had a great laugh. So this week coming, it's Long Beach, so I'm hoping to do a little bit better on that one. I prefer that track. The Yas Marina tracks are okay, but when it's your first go in that car and trying to get it set up, it's not the best track to get it set up in. So that's really it about the DOR stuff. That's going to be on in the background, and what actually is going to play over the top of that is something I recorded with Fury AC3, or Mr Cullen, as some people know from the Scottish Sun. We just did a little kind of YouTube podcast kind of thing where we're just discussing Forza Motorsport 7. Unfortunately, it is a couple of weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer than that now, when we did actually record that audio. So some of it may be slightly out of date, but nevertheless we had loads of fun recording it. We're hoping to do a few more episodes, possibly over some of these races. So if you do like it, don't forget to throw us a thumbs up, because we do appreciate that, and that will help the channel grow. And also let me know if you do enjoy this video from what you're hearing with myself and Stu. So like I say, if you like it, throw it a thumbs up, very much appreciated. Drop a comment below, let me know if you do enjoy this content. And if you enjoy what me and Stu are talking about and different things. So I'll let that roll, and I'll see you all on the next video.
Hello and welcome to this first episode of me and Fury AC3 chatting about racing video games. We'll probably name it at some point. At the minute it's probably looking more along the lines of Stu just said in the green room of Days of Thunder, but it will change with each race. So welcome, Stu. So in this short episode, we're going to try and keep it to 15 minutes, depending on how much we gush or rant. And in this one, we're just going to talk about Forza Motorsport 7 and a few of the issues that have come out from it, and the letter to the community we've had today. Yes. I think it was early hours today, late last night, something like that, as we're recording. Stu, what are your initial thoughts of Forza Motorsport 7, ignoring some of the negative stuff at the moment?
I think that it's Forza's greatest hits album. It's very much a case of, if you've been in the series for a long time, I'm struggling to find really new content. Like, there is new content, but it's a lot of highlights and like best ofs. It's let's cut it to the bone. It's an amazing racer. The racing and all of that stuff is superb.
Yeah, and it looks awesome as well. I can't wait to see it on an Xbox One X.
Yeah,
in my living room.
It's when the weather happens and you've got I think it's at night when there's fog and there's damp. It's when it comes alive. I think that's when it's best, when you can hardly see anything. But I think it's the selection of tracks. It's very much a case of I think it's going back to Forza 3, maybe. There's tracks that's in there as well. There's definitely tracks for Forza 1 in there as well, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of highlights, and the same with the cars. The thing that annoyed me was when I went to the garage, I noticed there was a lot of Hold'ems, and I'm going to myself, Hold'ems were really in Horizon 3 because it was set in Australia. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, why are there so many Hold'ems in Forza 7? And then you're kind of like, oh wait a minute, the 700 cars is basically they've went, right, here's the Horizon 3 library, bump, and dropped it right in.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's nice to see the return of Maple Valley. whether you like it or not. Suzuka.
Laguna's there. I love Laguna. Laguna's probably one of my favourite tracks in the world to virtual race. So I'm always happy to throw in Silverstone's there and stuff. So, I mean,
and Brands Hatch and different things.
The Dubai track's a new one, isn't it? That was the reveal track with the there's some camels.
Yes, which for me at the moment, one grumble I will have to say is that when you're doing the career mode, it's pretty much in every single principle you do. Yeah. In some way, shape or form, and it's like there are a lot more tracks to this. Can I at least play the rest of them before I die a death of this track? Because I think Rio's back in, but I've not raced that yet.
Oh, I've done it. I've done it forward and I've done it in reverse because reasons. But
yeah, it'd be nice, at least in the career mode, just to mix it up a little bit. I appreciate it's a new track, but there we go. And is it Homestead? That's a new one as well?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, which I thought was a Daytona for a minute, and then it's like a mix between Daytona and Indianapolis, I think.
Yeah, it's like it's another thing I was going to say as well. I feel the game, I don't know why, but I just feel the game's so American in so many ways, and it's very much, I don't know, it's like the flavour of Horizon 3's quite general. You don't feel like you're in Australia, but it could be anywhere. But I feel this game's really built with America in mind. Through the course selection to the voiceovers. That's a thing I like, is when you do certain the kind of cookie stuff in it, like the Skittle Challenge or Hot Laps or Historic Racing, you get a wee kind of vox pop bit of voiceover for like a famous racer, but 95% of the time they're either an NASCAR, IndyCar, Tanner Faust has done it, Kent Block's done it. Do you know what I mean? So it's very American, whereas you think they maybe went to a British touring car driver or possibly, I don't know,
Lewis Hamilton, someone like that.
Well, yeah, although the F1 Forza is always a grey area, I think.
But even someone that's German, Italian, there's so many famous races out there.
The GT3's always been a big part of the Forza series, and it's like you could get
DTM.
Yep. You could always, or even the Formula Ford stuff. In it, why not talk to one of the young upstarts? Kind of just give them the kind of,
Billy Whiz.
Like that. Even just to kind of just give it a kind of, because they're not even as if it's specific to your event. It's more them telling you how they feel about this thing. So like although the Skittle Challenge thing's blown out of proportions and it's a bit crazy, there is certain disciplines you learn in there to kind of just describe it, and it's a nice touch. But like I say, a wider and deeper variety of actual professionals would maybe be nicer, but then that's me as a non-American playing it, you know.
One thing I think I'm disappointed with already, and I know I will be disappointed through the entire life cycle of this game, is the BTCC are back in it. Still in the eBay Motors livery, which went out 2 years ago when Forza 6 came out. But I know for a fact they won't use that license. They won't use the BTCC license to its full potential. Yeah. Because you could have some incredible racing, get a few more of the cars in, and it would be set up for an esport event to do virtual BTCC or something. Yeah. If they've got the license for it, use it.
Well, I was going to say the thing with the delivery is a weak fix for a painter, isn't it? They'll just take the car and scrap it and go back to base.
But why not just put the latest one on it?
Well, see, that's the thing as well. But then the other thing as well is, we're going to mention the others. Like Project Cars. I think Project Cars, you can tell it's a British developed game because it's got a lot of British tracks. It's got like North, which is a Scottish track, and it's got Fruxton. Is it Fruxton? Maybe.
I think so. Cadwell Park.
It's
Brands Hatch, Donington.
Don't think it's Croft.
It's not got Croft, no. I think it's got a lot of the ones that are owned by the same company.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the company, but because they've all got a similar logo, haven't they?
Yeah. Whereas these tracks would be great in Forza as well, because then what you're saying, like the whole British touring car thing.
Yeah.
You theoretically then could make up a mini series. Yeah. I think a big thing as well, as we record this just now, I think a lot of Forza hasn't been switched on yet. I think.
Yes, I guess that's something we can get into, because Rivals is the biggest thing that I picked up the game and then looking through the menus and different things, and then you get to Rivals, and that was my first what the fuck moment, which was, where is my class Rivals? Where is it? What the fuck?
But it does say that. Well, it does hint that they'll be there.
Yes.
Just
Why are they not there
there
from the release? Surely that's just a thing that's there from the start.
I don't know. I think part of me thinks it's like they've used the Ultimate Edition to float to see what would take and what wouldn't. Like, well, let's see how people react. Because what's guinea pig our hardcore fan base.
Yeah, let's piss them off and see what backlash we get from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we could just quickly move on to the letter to the Forza community, which came out yesterday, the 3rd of October.
Yep.
And basically they have kind of apologised. So the biggest issue at the minute with the VIP package that you get, I think, can you buy it separately outside the Ultimate Pack?
$15.99 it is.
Okay, so as it stands, or as of yesterday, for your $15.99 you got 3 mods.
Yep.
And a few race suits, and that was it.
Cars as well.
Yeah, and a few cars. Yeah, and that was it. That was all they were planning to do.
And you get you get the 5 cards that gave you the crutch of this was VIP's always been, when you have VIP status, whenever you race, whatever your credits win is, it basically multiplies it by 2 for every race, regardless.
Yep.
The stink here is you only got that ability through mods, and the mods were VIP cards. Now the VIP cards you only got 5 of, and each of those cards had 5 uses. So basically you had 25 races to get your bonus double credits on.
Yeah.
And that's the stink, and that's why a lot of people have kind of went, why have I paid my money if I'm not getting basically the right to earn these credits myself, you know?
Yeah.
And that's where we're kind of up to in the letter, where they've obviously corrected that kind of.
Yeah, so they in this the letter starts off basically saying that it's on early access last week, and they've been listening to the community and things, and basically they're doing a massive U-turn, massive Gymkhana U-turn, and they're basically saying that as of now, so I logged on earlier, you got 1 million credits.
Yep.
And you got 4 cars, so you got an Acura, the
Forza Edition. Forza Edition.
Yes, yeah, all Forza editions, yeah. Maserati, the Camaro ZL1, and the Jaguar F-Type Project 7, whatever that is, as a apology. And then in a very near update, they are working on putting in the double credits back for us.
Yeah, for VIP.
Why they didn't do that for the start, I don't know.
I think, as I was saying to you before, I think it's a case that this might have been thrust on them by Microsoft, because if you look at Microsoft's top tier exclusives, your Halos, your Gears of Wars, they all have this loot crate system within them, and although you can buy crates with, but this is us back to as well, the problem was, it was a case, as I was saying, it was playing the game, you never earned enough credits to buy the cars you wanted. So it was a vicious cycle where you would buy a pack, buy a 50,000 point credit pack, get mods, use those mods to get some more money, but then you run out of mods, which meant you needed to buy another pack. So every time you're spending 50 grand, 500 credits, you're basically taking that away for your pot for buying a car. And the problem was the progression wasn't very quick, if you know what I mean. It was quite a slow and lumbering thing. I think that really got on my nerves was when you get the mods thing, you get your credit stuff, and then you basically get XP. The XP goes into a driver level, and when you hit a new level, you get free bonuses. You can either get cold hard credits, a car, or a race suit. But 9 times out of 10, the car cost like 200,000 as well as the discount. And it was annoying because it's kind of like, well, that's a really nice car, and it's like, for me leveling up, that's a nice wee treat. But then it's like, yeah, by the way, this discount only applies. You can get that car for half the points, but by the way, I've only got like a fraction of that in the bank. Do you know?
Yeah.
And I think it shows as well in the progression of, for me myself, in my progression in the game, because I think I'm level 31 just now, driver, and I've only got 66 cars in my garage, which isn't great out of a game that's at 700 cars.
Yeah. And I guess for anybody that's watching, listening to this, whatever it is you're doing, that's not played the game yet, we now have these loot crates, or whatever you want to call them, bonus crates, in the game that you buy with your credits. So you can't buy credits, and they're not done with
Can't buy
like
them.
a different
Can't buy
currency.
them yet. This is the thing
Yeah.
as well.
Well, yeah, there is that.
It reeks of microtransactions are going to work.
It's like they've half-hearted a microtransaction. They've gone, oh look, you can buy these things, but you can't buy anything to get more of them. So like in Destiny 2, you can buy silver, and then you can buy a bright engram, which basically gives you nice looking stuff and emotes. Or you can just wait till you level up and get one. So you level up, you don't get a crate. For VIP, you don't get a crate, and the only way to get a crate is to buy a crate. I think initially you got crates with VIP. I'm not sure. You got a couple, well, that's what had your special mods in. So it's like they've half-hearted or gone, oh, we're going to do this, but then we're not going to use microtransactions because it's quite negative on the community. And then you like sat there scratching your head going, so why the fuck have you put them in?
It definitely felt like it was missing that thing, because like I say, it was a grind at the moment, and it really does feel like a grind. And I think when the VIP thing comes in, it'll take the edge off that a wee bit, maybe. Yeah. But I just think it's
at the minute, I feel sorry for the PC players because they have had some serious stability and performance issues. I've not tried it on my PC yet. According to the specs, it will handle it quite well. Just not got around to it because I saw that was a lot of people having issues with it, and I backed out. I mean, for Forza Horizon 3, any of the barn finds that I did, I actually recorded that off my PC because it's easier than moving my Xbox around and hooking up my Elgato and that, whereas I can just go straight on and capture it, off we go, done. But that's having some serious issues at the moment, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of people maybe crying out for a refund. Whether it's too soon or not, I don't know.
It's a hard one to call because, like I say, when you are sitting there in a car driving, it's immense, and that's it depends your stance. For me, that's why I play Forza. I play Forza for the rush, speed, and the precision and other things. Full fat Forza is definitely about that. Although this one's a wee bit more lenient, shall we say, than past. It's leaving the sim crowd today Sims, I feel. And they've kind of, it's no Horizon 3, i.e. you can drift for 100 miles and smile. It's more forgiving, and I think that's a good thing for the series. I think it is definitely, as the premier racer for Xbox, I think it's a good thing to be seen. But at the same time, it's a case of it's satisfying. That's what it is, you know what I mean? Whereas see all the problems and stuff, that's all connected to the trappings around it. Because the argument is, at any point I could jump into free play and jump into any car I want in the game and race. Now it isn't going to count towards my career, but I can race any vehicle I want at any time on any circuit with any weather and any blah blah blah. So it's more a case of it's the trappings that need to be refined, not the game.
The other like major thing that I had to really scratch my head about, and I had a little rant on Twitter about it, was that obviously I'm a tuner, I'm not a painter because they just look like garbage when I do it. I tune cars and I put videos up on my channel which people see and whatnot. And one of the things for me is I had a quick look through the menus for it. So build a car, lovely, and it's a lot slicker and a lot quicker than previous models, which is good. But then you go to race or to test drive it, and normally previously you pressed X or Y or whatever, and then it brought up another menu, select your track, off you go. But in this you have to go to free play, select your track, select how many laps you want, if you want AI, if you don't, and all that, hit go, and then once that's loaded up you can then go, oh look, there's the test button. I don't understand why they took that out. It's such a simple, easy thing that's just like.
But then again, I think the way re-implement it, I think a lot of it, if you come back in 6 months' time, I think it'll be totally squared up and ready to go.
Yeah. Which is, for me, it's a massive disappointment because I've had a lot of trust and faith in Turn 10. They've always been the guys that have delivered with not much issues.
But I think the problem is as well is, like, I'm not officially going to review this till I've played it on the X, so it's, for me, it's a launch title for the X. This, the new, is just freebie.
Beta test, isn't it?
It's just mess about and stuff, you know. And I think maybe that's as well on Turn 10's head right now, is kind of like, we're going to be the flagship title for this new console, and they're kind of like, we need to make it shine. So while there's a month between the launches, realistically I think in the studio the X has been in charge since they knew it was going to be the poster child, you know, and I think that's probably why the core concept on the Xbox One at least has suffered, is just because they're maybe using more assets to get it spick, span and shining on the
which
one.
is a little bit disappointing because I don't know, obviously I think it's sold out on pre-orders, but I don't know how many people are getting the Xbox One X and how many of those people are Forza fans.
I think like I say, but I think it's the marquee title because there's nothing else really on it. I know everything is going to get super smashing upgrades, but whenever you've seen them talk about the machine, whenever you've seen them talk about bits and bobs, it's always Forza that leads the way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only, in brackets, launch title is going to be Lucky's Tale, which is a cute cuddly platformer, which to be fair doesn't really need 4K, you know what I mean? Whereas I think this, I now, having played it for a bit, I now know what I'm looking for when I play it in 4K. I hope to see more volumetric lighting and stuff and all that in it, and density and stuff in that, and as pretty as it is, the hopes, the bar's high of what I want to see when it comes out in it. But I think once, like I say, once the X launches, I think it'll change a bit again, you know. Yeah.
So other than the negative bits, what's the favourite bits? What are you liking the most about Forza 7 at the minute?
I like the fact I can listen to Spotify when I'm playing it now. That's a major deal. That was one of my major gruffs in the past. Was you play Horizon and you get a few radio stations and you kind of like in one of them and you listen to it for umpteen hours. Whereas in Forza, it's pretty balls to the wall kind of. Yeah, we don't really like music here. But then, to be fair, they do an awesome job with the sound, the atmosphere, and
especially the thunder and stuff.
And the way the cars sound as well internally when you're sitting inside. The sound of the cars and the sphere of sound they create is amazing. So fair dues there. But that's definitely a positive. If you like the sound of the actual cars, it's brilliant. The sense of speed's immense in this one. I don't know why, but I feel it. Having started in say like a Ford, what do you call it, Focus ST, then jumped into a Lotus Classic open seater racing car.
Oh yeah, on the special races, whatever they call them.
Yeah, it's like night and day. Then going for that into a racing truck. Do you know what I mean? It keeps going up. Matt Hoffman. Kent Block's Huracan, the basically the Mustang monster he's got. That's the fastest car in the world in that. It's like the acceleration on it will scare you. I just was like, because in Horizon 3 it's a serious weapon. In that it's just like, oh my, ooh, wow. I've no attempted to drift in it because I know you can drift.
Oh, okay.
But that car just is untamable. It's amazing, and it's probably one of my favourite for just downright speed, the rushy speed you get. But other than that, it's pretty good. I like the kind of new campaign stuff. I like the kind of pick and choose and stuff.
I like the updated UI. It feels a lot fresher.
Well, you're in a garage, aren't you? It's an interesting idea. The camera keeps rotating around the garage when you get each section and stuff.
What do you think to the race suits?
They do nothing for me. They really don't. It's like, I have a race suit, I will wear that race suit, and that's it. Good night.
Because a lot of the time, I mean, I personally drive either in car or on the hood, or bonnet cam, whatever you want to call it. So I even if it's a convertible, I'm not going to see him. I might see his hands or her hands, but that's it. And it's just a very strange thing. If it was in Horizon, fantastic. Tend to drive outside. I tend to do outside cam anyway for that, just because it's a bit easier, so I don't smash into so many trees.
But is anybody going to swap them? This is the thing. It's like there's hundreds of them, right? And there's like they're cool to look at because you're like, oh, there's one like an astronaut, and there's one like a chef and a sheriff and a cowboy and a diver and a ninja and a samurai. And you're like, these are cool, but then you're like, nah, I'm going to go with that suit, right? And that's it. And and it's not even like it's like you say. I don't even know if online it would make a difference. You know
No,
what I mean?
I don't know whether it's like part of the grid or when it's loading up. It's just a bit bizarre. It's something that for me that would more sit with Horizon series than it does the Motorsport series.
It's definitely appeal to a more casual audience, I feel. Do you know what I mean? The kind of, oh, I can customise my guy. But that's it, really.
Yeah.
It's like, and I think as well, there's a lot of weight put on them, as if they're a thing, like an actual worthy, like a currency. Like, oh, I've got this race suit.
What would be nice is if the race suits did something possibly, but then it's
they did
changing things up.
Well,
but
the
like
Horizon thing, where they would maybe like the Horizon editions, where they might give you extra credits for wearing it, or extra grip, or drifting control, or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not up nor down or roundabout about the race suits. If I'm honest, they're nice, but
yeah.
It's like a FIFA, like you change the colour of your boots every 2 seconds. Would you do it? Not really.
Don't really see them, do you?
No. It's
cool. I think that about wraps it up for this this episode. We're trying to keep them short and sweet because of it going on YouTube. And we'll be back with more. We may try and do one where we're racing at the same time. That would just be messy. But thank you very much for joining me, Stu. We'll try and do these a little bit more regularly, and try and do other versions. We'll do some Project Cars, possibly some GT Sport, maybe some F1 2017. We'll go through them and we'll come back to some of them.
Well, it's out there.
And see what happens. So thank you once again, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and chuck us a comment down below if you are liking this, and if you would like to see more of us, or not more of us, but hear more of us doing this and watching random cars go around the track. Thank you very much. See you soon.
Catches.